Hey YouTube, I just had like a moment here. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know in the comments below whether you're feeling this too. The number of events is becoming almost overwhelming in this game, and I'll talk about the evolution, how we've arrived here. Um, and I'm not like the paid. I think paid ticket aspects of it is a huge deal of it, right? So let me just explain why I think that's a big deal of it, and then we're gonna go over like how it's almost like overwhelming and it feels like there's too much to do, which almost makes me want to do none of it, because it completely changes the mindset of this game, and it's less now of a game and enjoyable, and it's more like forcing you to play a certain way, which I don't like. So I just did this event coverage Thursday, April 3rd. So 2 days ago, no, yesterday, starting yesterday, an event that's running through the weekend. And of course, with it, a paid research ticket for $2. The power up ticket, Friday, April 4th, it's for a month, but there's a power up event, $5 ticket pricing with a power up ticket April bonus, a bonus event running this weekend, today, the 4th to 6th. And then there's two events this weekend. There's the first one, Mega Dino, Saturday, April 5th. It's a mega raid, 2 to 5. So again, I'll just kind of go over 2 to 5, 20 raid passes, receive additional free raid passes from the stops. Move updates, it'll know Moonblast. I put it in PV Poke. I'm like, what does that mean? Moonblast, does that make it useful? 0 and 47 against the main meta with Moonblast. 0 and 47 against the main meta. Not anything that you need except for dust. Yeah, dust. It's a nice dust catch. But again, $5 ticket for the event. And then on Sunday, another event, Terrier Hatch Day, Sunday, April 6th, 2 to 5. Much more frequently in 2-kilometer eggs. Again, you guys know how much I love egg events. So 2-kilometer eggs, increased chance of shiny, 2 times candy for hatching eggs, increased chance of a shiny, increased chance of receiving it. And of course, comes with a $2 paid research. So there's the number of events, and I think a lot of this is just on the paid tickets. I think they're actually pumping out a bunch of these events that would otherwise just be part of like one-off events like every like couple months, or even like incorporated in other events. I think they're putting them as standalone events to try and get money out of you. Because this is not the way the game was. The game back in the day, and again, there wasn't as many Pokemon back in the day when I'm talking like 5-6 years ago. You did not have 5 events per week. You were lucky if you had 2 events per month. And it was longer events. It was like you would have an event that spanned like 2 weeks, but it would be an event that would be like one that you wanted to go out and play over that time. And then you'd have that, and then you'd have like another one with like one community day a month. But now it's like Mega Day, Dynamax Day, Hatch Day, Community Throwback Day, event every week, sometimes 2 events per week. And it's almost overwhelming, the amount of stuff that is coming at you. And again, I think a lot of it is the aspect of they just want to try to monetize every single aspect of this game. So what should just be like a part of an egg event, a hatch day, this could very easily be incorporated into some other event. And same with the mega, like I guess mega raid days they like, but like you can incorporate a mega day into like one of the raid hours or something if you really wanted to, right? So yeah, and then I didn't even talk about those. Those have been around for a while. The spotlight hours and the raid days, like the raid nights, have been around for a while. So those are new. But it just seems like, and this is the thing, when you have so many of these events, everyone plays the game differently, right? How you play the game versus how I play the game versus how someone else plays the game is completely different. I'm already at the point where like I'm already getting sick of the game. It's a lot of these repeat. Like I probably already have a shiny one of these from before. I don't care about mega raids because I don't really need the megas. Same with Dynamax. Like I don't think I'm in the minority here, but I know a lot of people do not care about like the Dynamax raids and all those. But there are other people that do. I've seen the Ottawa community out there on grinding these events. But for me, when I want to play the game how I want to play the game, which is like, I don't want to be forced into a situation. I don't want to be forced to open the game. I want to play the game when I enjoy it, and I enjoy it through events that I find valuable. And what do I personally find valuable? I find valuable like a good community day. Like we have not really had a good community day that has helped the entire Pokemon base probably since like 20. When did Rhyperior come out? With Rockwrecker. That's the last one. Rhyperior with Rockwrecker, where it had play in the Master League, and it was one of the best raiders, was probably one of the last ones that actually had complete, and it was like new at the time, I think, maybe as a new shiny. I'll have to be fact checked on that. But it was one that actually like every single person was excited about. And now we're getting like new community days with like Pokemon that are just like sometimes not even new shiny. Usually not even GBL relevant anymore, and almost never raid relevant anymore, unfortunately for raiders. And then all these events coming at me. Like, I don't want to be forced to play an event every single day. I don't want to have to be forced to play a weekly event coming out at you, a Saturday weekend event, a Sunday weekend event, a spotlight hour on Tuesday, a raid thing on Wednesday, fixed with like 2 other events in between, community days coming at you mid-month. Like, it's too much. It's too much. And when it comes at you this fast and aggressive, it makes you almost turn off the game more. I just don't want. I don't want to be forced to play this game. I want to be able to enjoy the game the way I am. And again, I may be, and I can't tell. And I can't tell whether it's because I'm newer. I can't tell whether it's because this is where I am in my life, that I just don't have the time to do any of these events. But so let me know, like, for those of you who are watching the channel, let me know, 1, how long you've been playing the game. 2, if there's 5, 6 events a week, how many of these do you do? Is there aspects of the game that you just don't care about either? And are you overwhelmed by these events, or do you like these events? Or would you like them to scale back the events? Like, one other thing about the past is, I said there was like 2 events per month. That were like a little longer than, like, again, they give you like 3 to 4 days here. Like, before it was probably like a week, maybe a week and a half. But there was just times where there was no events. We would just have wild spawns that were wild spawns and no events to it. And I'm wondering right now, like, I guess they had this, yeah, I guess the seasonals have the normal wild spawns. Yeah, I forgot, like, what is it actually a wild spawn right now? But I guess in the seasons, they do outline the different, like, cities versus mountains versus stuff, so that there are actual wild spawns. But wouldn't it be nice for like a week just to have, like, yeah, you can have your spotlight hour Tuesday. Yeah, you can have your thing on Wednesday. There's the regular raids during the week, but we're not going to do much else. Like, take the week off. Man, that would be like amazing. But obviously, if you want people to play the game, you're not going to let them take a week off, right? You're trying to get them. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that you open the game every single day, pay them money if you can, to maximize their revenue and maximize the time that you're playing this game. But for me, I feel like it's doing the opposite. I feel like for me, when I see events that are just either repeats or not really providing value, and you're coming at me 5 times a week saying that there's an event and pay me money, it just honestly turns me off more. But that's just my thoughts as we're headed into the weekend here. Let me know what you think, if you're doing any of these events, and if you pay or where you are in the game. Let me know. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.